Greetings hobbyists, this is Artisans of Vol. And in this video series we're having a look at some of the less talked about extensions in Blender that are worth your time checking out. And in this one we're going to be having a look at a couple of extensions to give you a bit of a nicer workflow and work area space. So this is generally my work area. I got rid of the timeline, I don't like it. I've got this nice colorization on my different objects, and if I've got two different objects, then you're going to have one in green that's the ones that have been selected but are not the active one, and the one that's in blue being the active one. I think this is a really nice setup with this nice matte cap and this colorization to make the edges really clear. And I've got a video on that from a while back. Nothing's really changed, so you can use that if you would like to. I'll put a link to that in the description. You'll also notice that on a previous one of these extension videos, I've talked about the fact that we can change our colors so that if we're in edit mode, we're in a different color to object mode at the top, and that will be true for whatever different mode. They've all got different colors, which makes it really easy for you to just sort of navigate yourself around. Again, I'll put a link to that video in the description as well. But what if we wanted to take this further? What if we wanted to really clean up this workspace? So you'll notice I very rarely have my T panel out. I don't have my M panel out a lot of the time, unless I'm going to need it. But what if we could go any further? For example, doing that. And then everything's really clear and easy to sort of focus on. And if we ever need that side panel, we can just bring it out with a click and then just bring it back with a click. So I think this has got a lot of potential use. I think it makes things really nice. And then instead of having the M panel, which we can still bring out if we want to, but all of these being written out vertically makes this a bit of a nightmare to scroll through. And admittedly, I do use a lot of add-ons, but this makes me look like a psychopath having to go through all of this nonsense every time. Instead, what if we could just bring up a menu that's all horizontal, got everything there, and even better, we've got a search bar, or we could do this without that and just type in something like, well, you can see what I've done recently here, but I could type in view and then hit enter, and it's just going to bring up that view tab so that I can use it if I want to and then get rid of it at any point. So what we'll do is quickly look at the two free extensions that allow us to do this, and at the same time I'll mention a couple of add-ons just as a quick comparison or another tool that makes this even more efficient. Let's start with being able to quickly click in and click out our bars at the side, which includes our property bar and our object outliner. So to do that, we're going to go to Edit and Preferences, and we're going to, in Get Extensions, type in Bar, and we want to have the Editor Bar option here. So we're going to click Install, and if we then go to Add-ons and also type in Bar, we can see some of the options that we've got here. Now, the main ones, we can change some of the sizes if we want, but we can also, if we want to, have these the other way around. So we've got the properties on top of the object outliner. I don't particularly like that. Or we could put it on the left side instead of the right if we'd rather. Again, I don't really care for it, but the options are there. And then we want this apply on Blender Startup so that it's always there. It's also got our shortcut, which is Alt, Shift, and N, and there isn't an option to change that here, but that goes into our key map, so we'll talk about that in a second. Save our preferences, and then from that point on, we just need Alt, Shift, and N to bring that in or remove it. So it's that quick. Really nice. Now, I do have a slight issue with this. I say issue, just annoyance, and that is the fact that N requires us taking our hand off of the mouse, because I'm not sure there's a way to hit Alt, Shift, and N without doing some really strange things with your hand. So I think it's quite worth changing this as a key map. So if we just go to key maps and we go to binding, and I'm going to type in N, we can find at the top this window and toggle edit bar sidebar, which is our Shift, Alt, and N. If we click on that, if you've got any additional keys on your mouse, that's probably the one that I go with. So I'm going to hit mouse 4, and that's just now disappeared. So let's just try that again. So we'll just type in button, and you can see that now we've got that as button 4 on our mouse. Again, save preferences, and then we can make this disappear or reappear as quickly as we want. Really nice to just get that really wide view, and then if I ever need to do anything with it, let's say I did a boolean, so we've got something there, I can either just click here to come in my modifiers and then deal with that if I want to. Or alternatively, if you've got hard ops, which is a paid for add-on, but it's really good, if we hold control and then hit our tilde button, we've got our options here, and you'll notice it's got some of the major options that would normally be in our properties bar, including our boolean options. So for example, I could come here and I could change this to be, let's say, a union, and we've got that done. So we could do that in either place quickly, or we could bring that out if we need something in the object outliner. So this seems really handy, especially if you've got a smaller screen size. For example, you're dealing with a laptop, or you just don't have a large screen. And I just think it's very easy to do. It just gives you a lot of extra space. Now let's deal with our N panel. Now, firstly, obviously we've got our N panel here and we can do our normal things with our N panel with or without this editor side options there. So we can still use the N panel as we normally would. But what if we want that thing earlier so we've got less of these options all the way down, written out vertically so they take a long time to scroll through. So if we just go back to edit and preferences, and once again in our get extensions, this is also going to be shown up when we have bar, and it's called the sidebar tab search. So let's click install. Go to add-ons, and once again with bar, we've got our options here. Now this doesn't have a huge amount to it other than being able to change the width of our sidebar. What we can do is change our recent limit, and that is how many of our past searches will show up. I generally bring that down to about 3, and we've got our tab sorting. We can have this by installation date, recents, or A to Z, and I really like that this is in A to Z as opposed to the N panel, which isn't. And we've got 2 shortcuts here, which we can remember or not use at all. We'll talk about those shortcuts. So let's just save our preferences, get rid of that, and we'll talk about our options. So the first is to use Control-Shift-Alt and T, and that brings all of our N panel up, just as our N panel would be, but written horizontally instead of vertically. Now that means you need to know what's in each of these panels. For example, let's just come here and go into edit mode. If I wanted to do something with loop tools, I can just hit that, Control-Shift-Alt and T, click edit, and then we've got our N panel open automatically to loop tools. We've also got our recents here, so you can see ones that I've used recently, or we can type in at the top. Now that, let's just hit our N panel to get rid of it, that gives us some more options with this. For example, I don't have to type in edit, I could type in loop tools, and that will bring up loop tools even though it's within the edit menu. So as long as I remember the name of this, I can hit there and it's going to bring up where loop tools is. We've also got another option if we want to. Let's just hide that again. We can also hit Shift, Alt and T, so that's without the control, and that just brings up our recent ones that we've used. And again, we could search for this. For example, if I typed in view, we can bring up the view option in the N panel. Now, what I particularly like about this is that we could use this in combination as long as you think about what you normally use. For example, the N panel has its own ordering, and it has item and then tools. Let's just come out of this, item, tools, and view at the top. And they're the ones I probably most commonly use, maybe. I mean, I use screencast keys a lot because I'm creating these videos. So what we can do is hit Control-Shift-Alt and T, get rid of that search, and what we can do is set some of these, which are in alphabetical order, which is nice, to be favorites. So for example, I'm likely to need my screencast keys quite a lot, and I use snap measure quite a lot. And what that's going to do is put those at the top as favorites. You will notice it slightly doubles these up because it's its own tab and it's a different one. You can't seem to get rid of one without the other. That's a slight annoyance here, but that means that if I'm ever using something that's going to be at the top, so item, tool, or view, I can just hit N, or if I'm not going to, I can hit Control-Shift-Alt and T, and I've still got all of my options there, but I have those at the top so they're easy to find. The other thing you might notice is there is now a new search icon and a down bar which basically does that as well. So you don't need to remember the shortcuts if you don't want to, and that's your more simplified search, though remember we get to do that always with our normal search as well. Now, depending on how long you follow the channel, I've also mentioned a previous add-on that does something very similar to this. It is a really cheap add-on. Last time I checked, it was $2.99, so it's not particularly high cost, and that is the Cool Add-On menu. And this does some very similar things, except for, and here's the big differences, we've got our recently used, we can still search, but importantly, this shows us an add-on list still in alphabetical order, but this has got everything individually in it. So for example, if we, let's just tab, remember that Control-Shift-Alt and T has got our loop tools in the edit bar, so we'd have to come to that or type in loop tools, whereas here, loop tools is, well, with the L's, so if we scroll down here, because it ignores the N panel ordering, if that makes sense. It just has everything broken down. If you prefer it sorted like the N panel, you can do that. So you'll notice I've got everything once again in alphabetical order, and we've got edit, and I can click that, and it's got all of our different options that are within edit. So depending on which one you prefer, you might prefer this, or you might prefer that other option. I really like the Cool Add-On menus. It's probably because I've got used to using it a lot, and you can bring that up with Alt and K, and that will bring up as well, so you don't have to use the button at the top. So a couple of options there, but either way, I think this makes the Blender window quite a nice place to work. With that really quick bringing out the side panel if we want to, and if we need it, we can either come here with that add-on or come here. So not loads of key bindings to remember, but I generally prefer working off of key bindings, so that's a personal thing. People that don't might not find this as handy. Anyway, let me know what you think about these. These were commented on by other people in the other free extension videos, and I agree with what they were saying. These are just really nice little things to add to Blender that gives you a little bit more customizability, and especially if you've got a relatively small screen, give you much more screen real estate for you to be able to view what you're doing. If you do like these, or are just enjoying the series, I'd really appreciate you hitting that like button. Or if you want to get videos a week ahead of time, meaning there's already another 2 videos up there is a link to the Patreon in the description where you get these videos a week early, ad-free, and access to the channel Discord. Hope to see you in the next video, and have a great day.